Hello everyone, it is your girl Juliana, aka Life is Juliana, and welcome back to my channel. Today, your girl is bringing to you another tablescape setup, but this tablescape setup is one that I really love. A little bit of fall going into the holiday season. Christmas is right around the corner, so your girl is bringing you a nice little tablescape setup for just about any time of the holiday season. So if you're here watching me doing this tablescape for your very first time and you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe now, and then turn on the post notifications because that is so important for the channel to grow. And give your girl a thumbs up and share the videos with all your friends and family. All right, do that for your girl. Now let's talk about the things that I found that was cheap and affordable on a budget to do this tablescape setup. Now this right here, I found these, my placemats, I found these in Goodwill, and it was a pack of 4, and I paid $2 for the entire 4 pieces of the placement mats. I love this green color. This is what the color that I chose to use for this tablescape setup, as well as my formal living room setup. So if you have not seen that, go ahead and give that a check. Okay, it's beautiful. Now the chargers here are from the Dollar Tree, and I think I only bought 4 of them. Sorry I didn't buy 6, but I'll probably go ahead and get the other 2. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and use a charger for this setup, which is silver. And then these plates right here are plates that I also found in Goodwill. I like the stripe color. It did have the green in it and a little bit of a burgundy, like a light burgundy cherry color. So that I figured would go perfect with this particular tablescape setup. I did like the way that it looked with the silver. That looked really good. I like that. Now these plates right here I also found in Goodwill, and I love them, and I chose to use these for this tablescape setup because it does have an effect based on the plate that is on the bottom. As you can see how it's looking blue on my dress that I'm wearing. So now that I place it here, it has a totally different color, and I'm using that because I wanted to go perfect with the rest of the decor for this tablescape setup. So I figured that would be a perfect match to go. Now these teacups I also found in Goodwill, and they were 2 for $1, so I only paid $2 for these 4 teacups, and they're green as well, and I love these teacups. They are gorgeous, and I figured if I use these on top of those clear plates, it's going to look amazing. It's going to give it a nice little effect of that green pop in. So that's why I decided to use that clear plate on bottom, and the teacups are just as beautiful. Simple and beautiful. I love it. Now these wine glasses, I love these wine glasses. This was also a Goodwill finding. I love the line that on the bottom portion of the vase right here, but not vase, wine glass. And it looks really good. So I only paid another $2. It was $1 for 2, so I bought 4 and I paid $2 for that, and it looks nice. I love them wine glasses. They look really good. Now to give it a little pop here, but was definitely going on a budget, I just went ahead and picked up these utensils from the Dollar Tree. And since we're going with a little bit of gold and silver effect, just like my formal dining room, and if you have not seen that video, I'm going to try and list that video down below. Yeah, but yeah, this is what your girl decided to do. Just give it a little, you know, something, and that it's so good. But of course, if you're doing a setup like this, you would still probably want to use gold, maybe, if that's what you want to do. That's the route that you want to do. But if you want us to not to be locked in a ball, you might just want to kind of switch it up a little bit. And I think that looked so good. That looks pretty good. All right, so these are my table napkins, and also these are my napkin rings, and I've had these napkin rings for a while. The table, the napkins, the dinner napkins are from Goodwill, and I did use 2 of the dinner napkins to create this particular look. And I love the way it came out. Like I was telling you before, I was going with a little bit of silver, so that's why I chose to use the silver on black spoons and forks and stuff, because it blended in perfectly with the dinner napkins. And then also the rings, the napkin rings, those have a little bit of gold in it, so it's perfect. And you see why I decided to go this route, because I'm using this beautiful gold vase that I DIY'd a couple of weeks back. You probably recognize this vase because I did use it before in a tablescape setup. And honey, I do love this vase here. I am in love. I've used it downstairs in my guest bedroom. I have had this vase all over my house. Now, I really love the way it looked in the middle right there. I was kind of maybe thinking to add something else to it, but I decided not to, because I didn't want to take away from the vase, because the vase is already kind of a fussy kind of a vase, so I didn't want to go too bold on top. So what I decided to do, I have these gold leaves. It's leaves that I had bought. I think I bought them in it wasn't Goodwill. I think it was, but I remember which one of them thrift store findings. I did buy it there. So I decided to go ahead and use all my findings there, but not to overpower the setup, because I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want to take away from the vase. That vase is everything. But that right there, that little, everything that you see right here is from the thrift store. Now, these little floral little beady stuff, those are from the Dollar Tree. I bought them to do another project that I have coming up soon. You'll see that later on. But overall, honey, I love this tablescape setup. Everything here, honey, everything was cheap and affordable and on one extreme friendly budget. Everything cheap. Now guys, what I did to create this vase is I went to Goodwill and I bought that vase for a penny on the dollar. Took it outside, put some spray paint on it. Then I went back to the dollar store and got me some green little glitter stuff. That was only $1. It comes in a pack of three different colors. And then I had those little kind of a rosy thing going on from a while back. And I went ahead and just stick it on there with some hot glue. And that was it. That's how your girl achieved this. And them little cheap flowers there of Goodwill findings. It's either Goodwill or Value Village, one of those two. But I must say, I love this vase. This vase was in my TV room. I've had it in my bathroom. I think I've had it in my guest bathroom, and I have had it in my hallway, and everybody seems to love this. Now you can go cheap and have a beautiful, spectacular home just like I am showing you guys here. I really enjoyed doing this. So if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, and don't remember to share with friends and family, and I guess I will see you in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.